Okay, here's our very own Reed avocado at our Richmond nursery in our demonstration garden, which is really not even close to being finished. It's a total joke, but it's gonna be awesome pretty soon. There's my old VW van. You'll be able to hang out in there and eat your tacos from our taco truck. Yeah, you gotta come down here. I suggest getting the torta. It's just huge. You gotta try it. You wanna try it. Rosa, say hola.
Hola.
Say come down to my taco
Gracias.
truck.
Vengan a mi lonchera.
Okay. So anyway, you can do that. What I'm here to talk to you about right now is my Reed avocado. We've got one avocado on the ground as a demonstration. We don't have a lot of room, but I decided to go for Reed here because Reed has such beautiful foliage. It's a semi-dwarf, and it's one of my favorite tasting avocados, and it's really big and round, and thought it'd be really cool to have here. So we planted this tree, and it literally tried really hard to die right off the bat, lost all its leaves. See what we did? We really methodically painted all of the exposed bark white in here, and that really helped it out. That's what I suggest everybody do when they call me up freaking out when their tree loses all kinds of leaves. These trees are, they're tricky to establish right off the top, but if you do everything right, you should have really good success. And it's all about getting the plant over the hump of first initial installation. Now, like I said, I thought this tree was going to die. I was totally bummed out. But then we did everything we recommend doing when trees are stressed, and it totally came back. It's like 2 years later. It's got a huge head of foliage. This was a 24-inch box when we first put it in, and it's doubled in size since then. Didn't make any fruit last year. It took a year off. Everybody asked me, why don't these trees make fruit? Well, a lot of them are alternate bearing, and weather patterns can be different each year. Heat waves can cause the fruit to drop, flowers to dry up. Cold days prevent the bees from coming out. But anyway, this year we have a huge fruit set. So that's what I want to talk about here. I'm going to follow the progression of this tree, and you can even come down and see it. But we have a ton of fruit, as you can see on the tree this year. And look at all the fruit. There's just fruit everywhere. I saw the flower set. I'm like, oh, I think we're going to get some fruit this year. Yeah. Look at this. Take a good look up there. Count how many fruit you see there. Kind of hard to see, but they're everywhere up in there. And I think we're going to be making some serious guacamole this year off this very one tree. Now, I also want to tell you about how we planted it. Look down here. These avocado trees really like good drainage. And so here's the curb level, and we planted this tree really high. And we have all kinds of wonderful composty soil here. If you look in here, look, nice and moist. Look at the worms. There's worms in here. I've been putting all this compost. Look at all these beautiful worms. Worms are great for any kind of plant. And there's lots and lots of them. We put lots of compost down here. We keep it evenly moist, not saturated. And I bet you if we dig around, we'll start seeing some white avocado roots in here somewhere. Well, I don't really see any. I feel them. They're kind of in here. But anyway, the point, there's some little roots in here. But the point is that you want a nice, loosey-goosey, composted, evenly moist area that's draining well. If you mound it up, it's certainly going to drain well. Some soils don't drain well, so that might be something that you consider when you plant your trees. It's also easier to plant if you just don't have to dig a hole. You just kind of put it in place, mound all around it, which is virtually what we did here. We dug a little bit of a hole. The other thing that we do is we constantly bring over the leaf material from our trees in our nursery that drop, the ones that are for sale. When the trees drop their leaves, we bring them all over here. We put them underneath the tree. There is a compound in these leaves that when it decomposes, it releases this chemical that protects the avocado from root rot. So it's really important to know. So it's good to mound up your tree, keep it evenly moist, and if it suddenly loses or any bit of branch that's exposed to the sunlight, paint that thing white. Wham! Half latex white paint and half water. Any way you can. You can spray it on. If you get it on the leaves, don't worry, it's not a problem. See, we had something like eating the plant a little bit. We don't worry too much. We don't use any chemicals here. We just roll, and things always tend to fix themselves. But we're gonna get a lot of fruit this year. Come on down to our nursery, take a good look at this tree, see how it's planted, follow these directions, and don't freak out if your tree suddenly stresses a little bit at the beginning. They'll probably just, leaf out again and grow. Don't freak out if it doesn't fruit every single year, because they're random that way. But just know, you keep going down the line, you're gonna get some avocados. There it is. Reed avocado. I'm gonna leave you with some big fat fruit. It's June 11th right now, and where's the fruit? I know it's up there. There it is, right there. June 11th, we're gonna follow this tree. This fruit is not going to be mature until about this time next year. So it's gonna be a whole year on the tree. There's a nice one right there, look at that. All right, have a great day.